Hello. Today we'll be looking at Club World Cup tickets, of course, for this upcoming summer Club World Cup game. And tickets are released this week. And so we have a nice table of all the group stage matches. I figured why not? It's a loose precursor to the 2026 World Cup. I say precursor because the 2025 is using Ticketmaster. 2026 will be FIFA Direct. And so the issue with the 2025 Club World Cup CWC is that FIFA was, again, I probably defend FIFA more than the average person. It's my easy contrarian take, but I think FIFA's reasonably good, and where they are not so good when it comes to corruption, those things, is that corruption would happen anyway. It's, right, if somebody wants to bid for a World Cup and to get the votes, they can do it by bidding to all 210 member associations, or they just do it through one FIFA. And then one FIFA can then distribute the money to all the federations for football development. The same way, it's just like a union. FIFA's a union for bad actors, essentially. And just as collective bargaining, right? Just like media rights for sports teams. Right? So you talk about Brazilian football and some challenges they have, right? Like it makes sense to roll everything up, right? Instead of having Flamengo bidding its own rights, it's better to aggregate all members of Serie A and to sell rights that way. The same way for FIFA, right? If you want to sell, right? Because at the end of the day, right, it's one Brazilian Serie A that's being bid on, and the same way with the Club World Cup or World Cup or the Women's World Cup or the U21s or U20 or right, all of that, right, Florida member associations and all of the World Cup qualifying, it's all one product. So it makes sense for it to be one centralized point which aggregates the collective interest, which just helps reduce friction. It doesn't let you get price discriminated against, right? As we know, and as we will see with the Club World Cup ticket prices, uh, you know, price discrimination is how you maximize revenue. It's not, which is the producer surplus. The price discrimination does not help consumer surplus, right? If you think about airline prices, right, why airlines start to like charge you for bags or seat selection, right? They have all these, instead of just buying one ticket, you have you buy you have an option to buy five different things. That's just the airline tossing at you price discrimination as clear as form, right? Instead of paying one flat fare of let's say $50 for a flight, right? You get the fare, let's say 30, seat pick 5, um, and then you can break out luggage. Instead of having luggage be included, you can break out luggage. I haven't flown in a while at the same time. Let's say advanced seating, advanced boarding. It's number 10, right? Right. So right, you can, and so not only and by instead of doing one flat fare, where you're 50, so you can only get people who are willing to pay X 50 to Y. Right. This is your gradient. You now have this. You have X 30 Y. This package Z. This package. Right. And so you see how the airline they can maximize sales in that way. Right? Like super obvious. And again, right, like, yeah, in this case, right, where it's much more of a clear service where your service differs. That form of price discrimination makes a bit more sense. Whereas for a, sporting event or a concert, it's not as obvious, right? because at the end of the day, you're still getting the same product, roughly. So that's price discrimination. Then you have surge pricing, which connects slightly differently, right? Surge pricing it does make sense when it comes to like say natural disasters, right? If water prices go up 100%, that's not great, but it means that people can't hoard, or it makes hoarding water in a disaster harder if the price has gone up, which theoretically means that the demand curve should have flattened out, so then everybody presumably can get water. And so that's rationale for during disasters, and again for a hard service or commodity, which has like a tangible, fungible purpose that, right? And the utility of your first bottle of water versus your fifth is different, right? Whereas utility of your first ticket versus your fifth ticket, it's yes. The point is, right? This price discrimination that Ticketmaster is doing, the utility as a consumer is much less obvious. But again, the reason it happened is because FIFA got to make the Club Cup work. Basically, the stadiums got leverage, and the stadiums and used Ticketmaster. So I think in 2026, FIFA will hopefully, everything starts to use their own direct ticket form. Although maybe Ticketmaster best practices, quote unquote, would have applied here, which would be an idea, something American business improvement thing. But anyways, let's go through the list. I'm gonna split screen my screen because on the side of my screen I have some soccer games, or football games, or soccer games going on at the same time. This is a way to be efficient on a match day weekend. We've got Celta Vigo, Real Sociedad, West Ham, Brighton. I had Eintracht Frankfurt, Mainz, Brentford. So let's see how this looks. Do some audio matching. See if I can be fancy. Do two. I don't think there's anything sensitive on my Ticketmaster. Let's see if I can do. Make sure I don't have anything embarrassing. Okay. Let's share screen. Okay, so I'm now sharing a screen. And let's just go down the list. Let's just find games. Of course, the game coming from this max schedule that was released. So I could have manually, but I got ChatGPT to convert this PDF into a nice table. So kudos to ChatGPT. Of course, ChatGPT decided to wrap text, which I didn't like, so I had to fix that. But so this is a max schedule, right? So you can see nicely color coded. Right, you can see which cities are kind of blood boys, right? Orlando. Actually, I take it back. Wait, DC is clearly the blood boy, only getting 3 games. Orlando's 4. Nashville. I mean, Nashville got like Nashville got 3 also. Yeah, right. Everyone's got 3. Right, we can do. I don't want to try to figure out the count. It's gonna be a count like you can go to week. Number. after a while. Now you feel like it feels like a cow diff. But nonetheless, let's go to the list. Let's just plug numbers in. Let's see. Of course, tickets released 2 days ago, and it seems that they were flying off. Of course, they're because it's Ticketmaster, which again is not FIFA's, they're in Ticket World. So it's there is some quote-unquote manual dynamic pricing that's going on. So let's just go through it. Let's see what the cheapest ticket price is for these games. I think it's actually a better game. Online. And while we go through the list, you can talk about because you don't talk about the games. As a football purist, who's certainly a fan of the non-European. Certainly, personally, I'd be rooting for the non-European teams, which again is very can be superficially contrarian, but at the same time, I think the level of motivation of a Flamengo or Al Hilal to prove themselves and shows is going to be much higher. And again, that's just cool. It's that point of the Club World Cup. I don't understand. I don't get the people who dislike the Club World Cup as a concept. The only people complaining about it are UEFA clubs. Or when it comes to player welfare, it's only like the players at Real Madrid who are complaining about it. I don't hear Getafe complaining about it. For example, I don't hear Schalke complaining about it. I don't hear Legia Warsaw complain about it. So it's so you can just tell them. What the incentives are. Let's see. Al Ain Juventus. Cheapest ticket. 105.27. Every ticket's been sold out. The ChatGPT not did it not do it right? I mean, it got Group G right. Got kickoff right. But the stadium's not. They got that one right. Bayern, Auckland, Cincinnati. Okay, we'll have to manually. I think everything here looks right. 16. Boca, Benfica. 6 o'clock. Group C. That's shame. Yeah. So that's one thing. Like I want my AI assistant to be able to convert PDFs into tables. I want it to be able to give me like a newsletter on global football, so I can say, tell me about the Serbian second division, and give me a weekly update on it. And give me a text summary. And be my research assistant. That's what I want from my AI assistant. As we see, right, clearly, like it's not capable of that. Again, maybe that's because I'm using the paid version. I'm not using the free version of that. Also, and something else will be fun to see. So we'll clearly see what games there's mass interest in, given the tickets being missing. And we will also then see the games where there is not interest among the mass audience, such as IE versus Wydad Casablanca, which is right Moroccan team, United Arab Emirates Emirati team. Personally, I think it'd be a very fun game, or a fairly fun game to go to. But again, right, like the FIFA set the base rate at $30, and Ticketmaster is setting it at 45. Which tells me that they're whatever signals they're taking for their search pricing is doing whatever it's doing. Now, okay, and now this Salzburg Al Hilal ticket, this is actually nice, because I looked at it on the 19th, and the tickets were like $70. When I looked at it on the 19th, $70, like for these seats over here. Not about 22. So I feel like the schmuck for not buying it. And presumably, this could be one of the better chances to see Neymar play live, just given right, like you think about World Cup 2026 or Copa America, the tickets could be like very hard to get, and him and Al Hilal is a way to sneak them again. But yeah, I did not pull the trigger because I started. Base rate, I anchored on the 30 that FIFA said is the base rate. So, which is a shame. There we go. So we're trying to see like you start to see like what the pricing discriminations. But talking about the games quickly, Alain Juventus, it should be fun. Event, Alain, right? They beat Al Nassr, Al Hilal in the AFC Champions League last season. It's a pretty entertaining games. Very Rahimi going on. I think that was a fun game where Juventus got some exciting young players, right? And young players need game time to play and practice competitive settings. So it's a great opportunity. The only people the Club Cup is bad for are teams with old players. For any team that's A, not European, or B, has a younger squad, it is a wonderful opportunity. The Club World Cup. Salzburg, Al Hilal. Again, it's so many music that Salzburg, thanks to the coefficient and the country limits, snuck into the Club World Cup, and right, you can't support a energy drink company, can you? I think again, Al Hilal, I think some of the sneaky favorites. See if we can pull up the betting odds on the Club World Cup while we're at it. Let's make sure there's nothing embarrassing when I move it over. I don't want to log in, I just want to. Oh, cannot convert to decimal. Because American odds are so stupid. Because American odds don't let you convert the implied probability easily. because for decimal odds, if you could do 1 divided by 1.5, and that tells you the math, right? You can do 1 divided by 2, that tells you 50% implied odds. 1 divided by 10, 10% implied outcome, right? Very rational. Whereas American odds, it's very much not that, to put it nicely. Right, like, what am I supposed to do with plus 10,000? What does that convert to? Okay, well, I can just add and convert it, the American odds to decimal odds. But then at that point, you may as well just use decimal odds, and you can save yourself the computation, right? Also, I think the mindset of decimal just focuses you on the money, which incentivizes you to take on added leg, take on more risk. Whereas decimal odds, it helps you focus on probabilities, and if you know, like, you'll see a lot of events like get priced at like 71% odds, right? Like 1.4 or 1.33, that's probably a big gradient where people like, what's that, like minus 150? I guess where people will start to feel inclined to take the favorite. Again, if using American odds, you're like, we'll risk 100 to get minus 150. Sounds pretty good. But if you think about it, decimal odds, you implicitly realize that you're taking that's only a 71% chance outcome. You know, it's better than a coin flip, but you know, it's saying that 1 out of every 4 times you're gonna lose, right? And that's not as risk free as it seems, right? Even events that are priced like 1.2, 83%. So 1 out of 5 times you'll lose, right? It's actually like why are sportsbooks reasonably good businesses at steady state? It's just do the math, right? And like even like the 1.2 odds event, you will lose 1 out of 5 times because like can over enough of a sample size. So it's all very yeah, again, if using American odds, I think it's just much more difficult to identify. Excuse me for the pause. The game's up, or here's some watch shots. But with City first, like Man City, again, all these favorites up here, I would fade, right? Because up here, there's 32 teams playing. 1 by 32, 3%. But 3%. I don't need to do enough of this to. I did not need to do the calculator to do mental math. I just wanted to demonstrate that it is only a 3% implied bet for the record. Right. And so if you think about it, except there's only one winner.
And at the 35 points.
China won after they're playing. So you're based on it again, right? If you think about what this applies to in decimal odds, 1 divided by what number? 1 divided by 1. Right. So if I need it back into 1 at 3%, again, I can just way more smart about this. I'm just gonna plug in test just for fun to drag out. time. So what decimal odd will get me to 3.13? Whoa. Well, 32 would get me that? Incredible. 32 would get me that. Right? Again, this is just the logic, the industrial logic of decimal odds. You know why decimal odds are better than numeric odds. Because again, I was extremely non-intelligent. I was just plugging and testing numbers, and I took the implied odds, or just using my simple brain. I know from a base odds perspective that if there's 32 teams playing, and there's only one team that can win the tournament, everything equal, the base odd is 3%. Now, what implied betting odd would that imply? I can do 1 divided by x equals 3.13. I can do that in Excel, I can do it on paper or a calculator. I just did it manually, again, to demonstrate the point. But we know that 32 is the decimal odd. Now let's see what teams are above 32. Botafogo, Porto, Benfica, Flamengo, Palmeiras, Boca, River, Fluminense, Miami, Salzburg, Seattle, Pachuca, Alain, Monterrey, Leon, Urawa, Wydad, Casablanca, Sundowns, Lodi, Esperance Tunis, Auckland City. Right. So pretty much any team that's below this 32, you can tell it's clearly not the favorite. And unsurprisingly, every club of Juve, Borussia, Atleti, PSG are favored. Inter, Chelsea, Bayern, Madrid, or Real, I should say. Real. The City. We're all favored. Right? How do I know that? Okay, of course the odds are lower, but it's also quantitatively I know what number gets me to win. I know what number I need to solve for. So, yeah, a bit of a side tangent, but yeah, personally, I of course have Benfica. Yeah, of course, there's always a time value of money aspect to it, but a bit sick. But we'll come back to this. Let's keep on grinding through. Let's just go from the top down. Starting with everybody's favorite club. Inter Miami. The name is not as egregious as Real Salt Lake, which is unforgivable. Royal Salt Lake, hilarious, objectively hilarious name for a football club that only MLS can have. Real Salt Lake, Royal Salt Lake, incredible. the aesthetics without any sincerity. Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, look at this. Like, oh my gosh, look at all these things. Presumably, like the Rose Bowl. I'm pretty sure everything I know about the Rose Bowl, from what I've heard about college football, the Rose Bowl is not a wonderful viewing experience. Like, from everything I've seen of the Rose Bowl, like it's not a right. Like, these are the nice seats that are inside, all the suites. Everything else is like modestly uncovered. And the fact that these prices are still $100, incredible. I'm really hoping for 2026 FIFA can really crack down, because some of these prices, they really are just. I wish like MetLife is like horrible. Like you do like the worst seats in the house, like all the way. Yeah, I'll be shocked if we see a pause in celebration at any point on a broadcast. Because by definition, it's the opposite, and those are the seats by the sideline. Otherwise, how are you gonna see it going on? And something tells me those prices for those tickets aren't gonna really be available. Oh, congrats, Atlanta! You are winning the rest of the best so far. If I do average average ticket price by stadium, I'm pretty sure Miami is going to be one of the, or Inter Miami will be one of those. Boca Benfica, I think that would be a fun game. Of course, the South American teams have different seasons than the European clubs, right? Where you have A, more tournaments, B, the season ends really good. It's like, alright, just because the hemispheres are flipped, so you get different cadence of who's in the full season versus not. Which again, I think is a factor to consider. Okay, Lincoln Financial, not terrible. Of course, I mean, Flamengo, the Tunisian team, I think. Maybe, I don't know. To me, that's kind of the purpose of the Club World Cup, are these matchups that would happen otherwise. The Glory Hunters may disagree, which is okay. Congrats, New York City, your first not incredibly stupid ticket price. Although the grading for it to be pretty stupid, it's not very hard. And again, it does baffle me that how bad MetLife is as a stadium. Like how to get there. Like for everything I've heard, it's a horrible experience to get there. River Plate, Uruguay Diamonds. Where did River Plate? I'm pretty sure Seattle Stadium is a pretty guilty culprit for bad prices. Ulsan, Hyundai versus Mongolia Sundowns. Congrats. Yeah, I'm gonna do let's set my noise now. Alt H L S. I want small number green, big number bad red. And this way we can shame the bad stadiums. The bad stadiums. Right. Again, I say bad, I'd say from a consumer perspective, which I'm not overly concerned about the stadium operators. Admittedly. But I suppose if you own Live Nation, incremental. Now the weird thing, I don't recall FIFA, like I don't think anybody knew that Ticketmaster was going to be the vendor. Monterrey Inter, only 55 in LA. It's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. That's surprising. It's LA. Monterrey is a Mexican club. That'd be more. I mean, what's the Rose Bowl's capacity? 90,000. I mean, like BC's audience like 20,000. Let's see. Seattle Seahawks 70,000. Capacity. So I guess it is. We'll make it seem on the bottom to keep track. But yeah, I mean that's a pretty good. I mean, for some of these prices, what's my 82,000. So yeah, I think the Rose Bowl has to be higher capacity. But $55 for it's in LA. Like not to be crude, but Monterrey's Mexican club, Inter Milan, top 5, if not top 3 Italian club. And I say that as Rossoneri Milan fan. Philadelphia is too much. Man City, Casablanca. Miami. I think this is Madrid. Of course it's Madrid. Blah blah blah. We got Halal. I think Halal are a dark horse. The cheap, and they got like the cheapest 223, bro. There we go. 223 for the worst seats in the. Where are the 223 seats? Always. The 223 seats are stuck here. Incredible. There we go. Yeah, so be able to really see like what the most expensive tickets are. We can contemplate if it deserves that. Now, if this game ticket is more expensive than the Rose Bowl, it's not, but it's still more expensive than your base rate. Marriage of Egypt. Again, I don't know who the Ticketmaster, it's manual and pricing. So I don't know if it's like the weekend, so they took off and they're not gonna update. Come on, like LA, it's LA. LA is kind of my reference point. Very interesting though. Like what's before judgment is here. That's the land stuff. Sorry, I think of after land stuff. Mercedes-Benz capacity 71,000. Maybe it's like if the Seattle Kraken did not, Sounders did not play at their home stadium. And so naturally they play at their home stadium, and so you shall price accordingly. Or call looking at PSJ, both of Fogo, and being pleasantly surprised with ticket prices. Again, LA, these aren't dumb prices. Like, it's not. Yeah, oh my gosh, like, imagine what a grand scheme is. Very amusing that Auckland City, which is only a semi-pro, is here. Oh my gosh, Benfica Auckland City. It could be Benfica. I will say this in advance. I will put whatever money is needed to back up and say that. But Benfica will walk over Auckland City. Without very confident in that stadium. Now, as they put on Kuwait Oman in the Arabian Gulf Cup on the side, that is Genoa, Napoli. No. Like, at $95 for Benfica, Auckland City. Benfica is a wonderful club. Like, it's so hilarious if you pick it up. Gosh, like the Yanks, the Yanks, you got price gaps. Like, look at this, like Olympique Lyonnais, big club. Marseille, big club. Pick a prices for. Go, like, look at Italy, man. Like, it's incredible. Inter, big club. The US. This is what you get, bro. This is it. This is shambolic. I can't say it's disgusting, because I don't blame FIFA for this. I blame the stadiums. If this was FIFA's ticket portal, completely fair to, scapegoat FIFA. I can't blame FIFA. I can blame, because who do I know is more greedy? FIFA or American stadium owners or operators? I think American stadium owners. That's again because I think FIFA does can be seen to do some. I think a lot of it's overstated, but I think that's just don't like. But it's not. I'll give benefit of the doubt. Like, developing the game in the Middle East, I think there's clear football reasons to do so. But again, for these like stadium prices, and again, like the Club World Cup, there's some roundabout way that the funds go back to FIFA. Or actually, no money from the Club World Cup goes to FIFA. All the money is going A to the stadiums, B to clubs to be redistributed from the club system. So FIFA's not really benefiting from any of this. So again, so FIFA's not benefiting from this. So the only people I blame are the Yank Stadium owners. Is this literally the only ticket that's available? $66.90. So close. Napoli just scored, and he's there goes my when did Genoa get a Netflix sponsor? Inter Roma. Guess that makes sense for these teams being on the West Coast time zone. 83, 65. Wonderful. Fluminense. Oh, I say that for Roma, and then once on the East Coast. That's it. That's 12 hours from East Coast to Asia time. River Plate, Monterrey. Oh my gosh. I wonder if for work there's an opportunity in LA or because these are enticing prices, man. I get like it's LA. I've never been to the West Coast. But my impression of I don't see Erewhon in Philly or DC. I see Erewhon in LA. Come on, 44-60 River Plate, Monterrey, one of the biggest Argentinian clubs, big Mexican club in LA. I don't think has news not broken to to folks. Sorry, there's a big noise upstairs. Making sure my door's locked. It's baffling. I mean, and this will definitely be a longer stream, but this is just incredible. How LA has some of the cheapest tickets, and again, this is all under right. If these games are being dynamically priced, then so are these games, right? Like they're not going to be individually dynamic pricing one, but not the other. So I'm just amazed at how it works. Juventus, why that? Congrats to Philadelphia, we finally got a decent ticket. I think this is our first time seeing Charlotte. Well, but congrats to David Tepper, of course. Manchester City, Alright, let's listen a little game. What is Seattle versus Paris Saint-Germain going to be? I'm going to say in the 83, 111. I'll say 83. That makes sense. I was wrong. How wrong could I be? It's 111. Congrats to the Seattle Sounders for your success. Come on, so show me some reasonable ticket prices once again. Here we go, LA. Once again, incredible. I can't believe it. I take back everything I've said about the Rose Bowl being not great. Is the Rose Bowl getting longer in this? Naturally, the Rose Bowl lacks the amenities needed for lacks the amenities of MetLife or Orlando or Philadelphia or Miami. It's incredible that Hard Rock Stadium, that is a small stadium. Oh, it's a Dolphins stadium. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I was saying, like their actual stadium only has like 20,000. That'd be baffling. Either Miami or Marriage in Miami, I assume. Congrats. 133. Mio E. Durante Grace or something. Porto Alpali, NYC. New York City. 7260. Incredible. Nashville. Again, we see Auckland City. Boca. Here we go. I suppose Nashville is not going to have a large Argentinian expat community. So what are you going to do? Nor do I imagine New Zealand has a large diaspora. So yeah, so you gotta like which games there is in Nashville constituency for. But again, River Plate Monterrey, not having like that. That surprised me. That generally does surprise me. So far, there's only one game which is set. So I'm pretty sure all these, like it's minus, or it's net of the three, or the gross with the 395. So the only, and FIFA said that the base ticket rate was 30. So the only game, or I feel like your category 4 games, whatever. So the only game which means that it's definitely so far is a Korean team versus a South African team. Every other game, according to the powers that be, has a higher margin exposure. Well, Flamengo. It is a group, and this is a group stage, so who knows what the round of 16 and stuff will be. That comes out again. Later on. January. March or something. Esperance, Chelsea. There's that Chelsea aura. Lodi Sundowns. That's pretty cool. Like, I think that's like a Cape Town club if they're big enough to be top of the African Federation coefficient. Lodi Sundowns, Cape of Good Hope. No, that's pretty cool. Some aura behind that. Inter River Plate, Seattle. Yeah. So either Seattle, for whatever reason, is a much more high demand city in the eyes of the smart data people, which would be a bit surprising given that in Seattle, LA is much bigger. 44.6. Again, not great. So anything that's green, I'm just gonna highlight. Because if it's green, that means according to this grading, it's not a word I can't say. It is a shame because like it's such a straight word. I suppose to get in trouble for saying it, the R word. That's not so I need to be watching this. Salzburg, Real Madrid. Not a dumb price, to be honest, for Madrid. If you compare this to what I forget the name of the new preseason tour in the US is called. It's like the Champions Cup or something. Like I think price for it is like $100. So honestly, like again, I kind of should like I'm taking a dump on these prices, but if it's below 100, honestly, like for how much is average NFL ticket price? The cheapest. $100, $150, right? Of course, like the amount of time is different. 2 hours for a football match versus 4 hours for a Yank match. So there is that. But I'll heal off Pachuca. So we have 2 winners for the cheapest games. Is I'll heal off Pachuca and Juventus Manchester City. It's Sunny Orlando. Which is it's gonna be that much money. Okay. So the cheapest games are Ulsan Hyundai. I'm going to send that. And Al Hilal Pachuca in Orlando and Nashville. And every other game, according to Ticketmaster, is higher demand. Interesting. Let's do some stadium capacity. I don't need this. Column. Let's just hide it. My live stream, so I feel Alt Shift right. There we go. There's my shortcut. This is lost. There we go. Group to advice was not. Mercedes Benz. And the comma. Anyway. Bank of America. BOFA, Bank of America, B of A, BOFA, same capacity, 74. TQL Stadium, Cincinnati, 26,000. Wonderful. Probably more than Audi Field. Audi Field, 20,000. Wonderful. It is kind of funny how DC has just no good sporting infrastructure. So, like, it's so funny. Like every World Cup, the country's capital has, right? You think of like Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow, or you think about or South Africa or Qatar, like the capital. It just makes sense for the capital to have some World Cup and big international tournament games. Think about the Olympics, right? It's the Paris Olympics. It's not the Bordeaux Olympics. But yeah, of course, the powers that be in Yankville the ultimate Yankville city. 8972. Again, incredible. So, very fun shenanigans. YouTube NYC. Seattle Stadium. $68. Again, it doesn't give me a straight answer, unlike everybody else. So I will give you the total number. Lincoln Field, 67.5. Orlando. Yeah, so Orlando has two stadiums. I'm just gonna go the easy way and just say the bigger 16. The smaller one still has more capacity than DC, like 22,000. Nashville, GS 31. I forget mine. Right. Now let's sort. How is this? NYC. That's capacity. Also, let's cook an average div. Average div range. The venues. Criteria. If it's the city code. Average range. These numbers. Particle. Boom. Everything. Center orientation. Why is it not center orientation? Oh, it's currency. Wait, is it? No, why is it account? Right. Center cross distribution. Bam. Alt HBS outside border. Bam. Control V. Goal. Bam. Doesn't look great. So here's distribution. Bam. Alt HBR. It's not bad. I don't really want to do like club. I don't really want to combine two of this. No, because I should. Let's see. see a hard pace, delete color coding. Let's make that. Now I can do this for clubs. This average if range. Crap. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Actually, we can try. Average if range. I don't think it's gonna work. I think that's what calls us. Maybe not. Numbers look right. That looks okay. Is all really only 33? 33. Yeah, this can't be right. I guess I could do it 2 times and average it that way. It's like kind of annoying, but that changes the outcome. Set it to F so you can see. I think this is the way. Lines get messed up. Alt HB and removes lines. I was thinking flat average, I don't really care to figure out how many teams are the quote unquote home release side. That's the team I really care about. Kuwait just scored over Oman. I don't think sort by biggest is going to work when it's not already coded numbers. All they or maybe it won't. Oh my gosh, if all since I'll be he's getting caught up in that intermittently. I think it works. So Inter might again. Is this really true? Oh, 312. 78. I guess that makes sense. That's the first step. Why is this 41 now? Very annoying. Like the formula is inconsistent. Like it's the exact same formula, bro. Now I have to redo my lines. Let's look at Inter Miami, Ali. And let's not get rid of grid lines to make it look super nice. Oh, no grid lines. What a nice looking spreadsheet about grid lines. This is what you do on Saturday. So Inter, Miami being the most expensive, not surprised. That really sucks for Ali, bro. Bayern, Madrid. This is hilarious. So pretty much the goal of this alpha was to say like, which tickets are super expensive, and so you can kind of laugh at this. Because there's no reason for Seattle Sounders Seattle Sounders to be the 5th most expensive. That's just hilarious. I'm just checking out my phone, see how the spreadsheet looks on mobile. Why does Excel Mobile have ads? Super annoying. I pay. Yeah, super annoying. I pay for Excel personally to have access. Yeah, I pay Microsoft a subscription so I can have Excel because I'm good enough at Excel where I'm used to doing some shortcuts, and Google Sheets just doesn't have that. So my pretentiousness forces me to pay for Sheets. And one frustrating thing is that Google Sheets, it's not as good on desktop, but at least the mobile integration is it's there, whereas Microsoft's. Okay, so this is the next thing. So as you can see, which clubs are hilariously overpriced, like Seattle Sounders, hilariously out of place. Auckland, Auckland got an awkward group. Not really, something higher. Yeah, Auckland being that expensive, kind of funny. Chelsea is honestly kind of cheap, relatively. Same as Atleti, same as Inter. Yeah, that's the cheapest. This kind of tells you which clubs have the least hype in a certain sense. So Ulsan Hyundai, the least desired clubs to watch, according to Ticketmaster. And I can say that because Ticketmaster is doing quote-unquote dynamic pricing, which is why it's these prices instead of the flat 30. So it's a fair judgment. Yeah, so I guess that was about it. Personal predictions. I think some of these South American teams are gonna surprise. I think one of the Japanese and Korean teams will. Right, like the J-League starts. Yeah, so J-League runs from February to December, roughly. So we can middle of the season for that. So yeah, so I think the South American teams will surprise. I think the Asian teams have a chance to surprise. Can't say I have too much hopes for any of the African clubs in this regard. Is any European club gonna crash and burn as a prime camp? I mean, the Spirit will be their pre-loss season. But yeah, I don't know. Like, again, this is 2 days after tickets went out. So who knows if we'll reset and all that. But this was a fun little analysis that took an hour. It took the entire time, but fun to look at and think about. We had a Clover Cup, I guess. I mean, if you're national, you got some. I think if you're national, you got some pretty nice games. Again, like Al Hilal, Neymar, that's really good. Yeah, DC kind of got shafted. Can I sort? Yes. I got it again. Incredible. Oh, it's color graded. Well, I already said it's gonna be color graded. Yeah, what can you say? Yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah. If I was a better person, I'd make the spreadsheet public. I need to look into that. But yeah, interesting shenanigans. Yeah, I think generally speaking, excited, pretty free to watch on Dazzle. Some interesting matchups. Right, can't say any of the European versus European stuff. It's gonna be all that great. Like PSJ. 15. Yeah. I mean, feel free to reach out if you want the spreadsheet. If I'm a good person, I'll link to it in the description. But yeah, there's really like I guess in terms of like hard skills done, average myth was the big one. Some shortcuts. But yeah, thanks for watching. Again, Excel is pretty cool.